Hello, one and all. My name is Ryan Bruce. My friends call me Fluff. And today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we are going to check out stickers. So a few years ago, I made a video documenting kind of my journey or my need and want for Luminlay side markers, but really the overall search was to be able to see my side markers during a show while on tour. And at the time, this would have been in late 2019, I had Gunsight luminescent glue basically that I used on the side of my neck. And this acted as a pseudo Luminlay, and you would charge it with the light, and it worked fairly well. Link down below in the description if you want to go check out that video. However, long term, didn't really work. I guess I should explain why you would want to see your side dot markers when you're playing live. So on a dark stage, a lot of players look at the fretboard, but I personally have never looked at the fretboard. I look at the side of the neck, and when I spec'd out my beloved Blue Sparkle guitar like a dum-dum, I spec'd out black side dot markers on roasted maple. You can't see them at all. Now, the obvious thing to probably want is Luminlays, and Luminlays are luminescent inlays that you charge with a flashlight, and they glow in the dark for all intents and purposes. And those are cool. However, they don't last through a 40-minute set. They last through a song before they're dead. Unless you have, really crazy strobe lights recharging them in just the right way, they're basically pointless as far as that size goes, because they don't have enough material to last that long, right? So the material, or the size of dots that I have in my neck, were really quite small, admittedly. So, the Luminlay, the glow-in-the-dark thing just didn't really work, and I was at a loss for a while. So now we arrive at January 2020, right after NAMM. My band Dragged Under goes on tour with The Used, and I noticed Joey Bradford has these stickers on the side of his guitar necks. He doesn't have any fancy Luminlay, glow-in-the-dark anything. He has these. I think they were yellow at the time. To which I say, don't those come off all the time? Because, Joey can get to be a pretty sweaty boy when he's playing shows with The Used. And his tech and I got to talking, and actually, through the years of searching for an adequate sticker to kind of take the place of a Luminlay side marker that you can actually see in nearly pitch black light, he came across a particular brand that doesn't come off. And it works incredibly well, and best of all, it's really, really inexpensive. So the markers that are on this neck today were put on, I think this is the second set I have ever had on this guitar, and these were put on in 2021. Now, the only reason why these were replaced is because in 2021, my band was on tour with Beartooth, and we found ourselves in Florida in September, and it was like 110 out, and these had to sit in the direct sunlight on the guitar boat because we were the opening act, and these sat in the sun all day. And basically some of the adhesive understandably got a little soft, and some of these moved. Not all of them, but some of them did move, so I redid this set mid-tour in 2021. But as far as anything after that, these are original to 2021. That's how long these have lasted and how many tours they have done, which is like 2 world tours, basically. So what these are 1/4-inch Chroma label brand dots. And I didn't know that this specific brand, are made in Kansas by a family-owned company, and for some reason, their adhesive doesn't damage the guitar, and it stays put if you properly apply them. I guess we should talk about that. So a huge contributing factor to any sticker coming off on anything, really, not just guitars, but laptops, whatever, is the fact that a lot of people just peel off and touch it with their fingers. And over time, the oils in your hand are going to break down that adhesive and detract from the adhesive properties of that given sticker. In this case, anyone just pulling off a Chroma label 1/4 inch dot and putting it on the side of their guitar neck, that's not going to last very long. The secret is to clean your neck, clean it very, very well, dry it with a rag, with a fiber rag or whatever those are called. Make sure the neck is dry and clean. Do not touch it, and use a pair of tweezers to then peel off each dot and place it on the neck. If you do that, these side dot markers will last a really, really long time, and you can see these things in nearly no light. I am not even kidding. When all of the lights go out in the venue, you can still faintly see where you're at on the side of the neck. No Luminlays, no lights to charge it. None of that. You can just see it and you're done. This entire pack is still the original one I purchased in 2020. It was $10. Now I have found these Chroma label 1/4 inch dots to be extremely durable. I would be a very, very, very sweaty boy. I've also had bottled water dumped on these. I've had the guitar sit out in the rain. Yes, this has sat out in the rain. And they're starting to kind of wear on the edges a little bit, but I'm no longer touring, so I'm not really worried about it. But I have just left them on because honestly, they're not harming anything and they are still very, very functional. But for an entire box of these things for $10 to get yourself really highly visible side dot markers in basically any color you want, I highly recommend either the neon green or the yellow, by the way. That's just a no-brainer. And this has worked long-term for me. And whenever I need anything like this on any guitar, this is what I use. I will link down below in the description if you'd like to go check out some Chroma label dots for yourself. And while you're down there, please consider giving me a subscribe to further support this channel. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.